This is a free class for those that does not know how to cut their princess that bustier directly to their fabric. So stay and learn. We have our chest line, bust line, under bust line, and waistline. So at the armhole line, we're going to come in by 1/2 inch at the center of the armhole line. Then connect it to the measurement of your bust divided by 4. So after that, I'm going to be dividing my bust span, which is the nipple to nipple, by 2. When you divide it, what you have, you're going to impute it and add extra 1/2 inch to the line of your bust. So at the under bust and at the waistline, you're going to use exactly the nipple to nipple divided by 2 without adding that half. The reason is because you want to have a bit of a slant connected to your under bust and your waistline, just like you see here. So after that, we're going to connect it from the bust directly to the midpoint of your armhole, just like I did here. My phone didn't record that part. What I did was coming in by 2, as in the dart I took was 2 inches. Then I used a French curve to connect it to my bust line, just like you see here. So the same 2 inches I used there, I'm going to come down with that same 2 inches from that line connected to the armhole line, just like you see on this video. Come down with that same 2 inches and connect it with your French curve back to the bust line as well. Because of how the side front is always been shorter than the center front while joining, so what you're going to do to correct that is you're going to measure the space between those 2 lines and extend it by that measurement. Then when you extend it, you're going to form another armhole, just like the way I just did here. Okay, so this is basically all for the dart. What we're going to do next is to take our body measurement. But before we do that, I don't just take measurement like this. I make sure I cut out the center front. Then when I cut out the center front, I'm going to overlap. I'm going to overlap it to cover that dart before taking my measurement. That's the way I do my measurements. And I think this is the perfect way to take your body measurements on your princess dart. So I cut all my necessary line, and you can see that I added 1/2 inch to the shoulder line to stitch the front and the back shoulder line together. So just look at the way I just overlap. I overlap it in such a way that it's covering the dart. Okay, it's covering that dart our dart measurement, that 2 inches. So now I can take my body measurements, my bust divided by 4. I impute the measurement on the chest line. Then now my waist divided by 4. I also impute the measurement. You can see that because I overlap, I'm not going to replace any dart. Okay, I'm not going to replace any dart. So normally you're supposed to replace your dart when taking your after taking your measurement, but because I have already overlapped, I will not replace that dart to my waistline. So after that, I will add my body seam allowance. I use 2.5. So connect your chest line to your waistline. So after that, you go ahead and notch your under bust and your bust point on your center front, so that when you are joining the both sides, you will pin down those notch parts. Okay, so that's basically all for princess darts. It's very simple. If you don't understand, you can save this video and rewatch later. So I'm cutting my side front, and this is all. If you want to know how I cut the back of this princess darts, which is very, very simple, drop a comment. Please give me a follow, like, and share this video. Thank you as you do. So just go ahead and cut out your side front, the bust area, the bust line. So yeah, cut, and also notch your bust points. That is all for our princess dart bustier. This is an armhole princess dart. So that's all for it. Bye.